Thank you so much for sticking with us here on NBC 23 this morning. It smells really good here in the studio, and we have some very familiar faces that you might be seeing for the next couple of home games with the RGV Red Crowns and also one of the local vendors that is going to be hiring the expectations for concession food moving forward. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right, can you introduce yourselves and tell us who you guys are?
Yes, so I'm Vicente Alvarez. I'm a player on the RGV Red Crowns. I'm a midfielder, and I'm excited to see how it goes for us.
My name is Juan Carlos Alvarez. I'm the goalkeeper for the RGV Red Crowns.
And I'm Carlos Betancourt. I'm co-owner of Ramen Prosper.
All right, so people are probably wondering, what is all this? Can you tell us more about Ramen Prosper?
Yeah, so Ramen Prosper, we do ramen pop-ups in the Rio Grande Valley, kind of based out of McAllen, but we've done pop-ups around the McAllen, Edinburgh area, as well as Harlingen as well. So we kind of have this idea of making ramen completely from scratch using traditional Japanese methods. And yeah, we're ramen lovers. We love to eat ramen and make ramen. But here we have something a little bit different that's more familiar to us in the Rio Grande Valley.
All right, and I'm thinking ramen and I'm thinking a soccer game. It's not usually a good pair. There's broth and it can go everywhere, and there's balls that can go, you never know what direction. But tell us more about this ramen that you specifically made for the upcoming match.
Right, yeah, so traditionally ramen, right, you have your hot soup, you have noodles. It's kind of hard to eat in a game setting, right, in the bleachers. So what we thought is, hey, we're in the Rio Grande Valley. We like Frito pies.
Nice.
So there is a style of ramen called mazamen, which is a brothless ramen. So we've made our own chili. We have Fritos here, and we're kind of doing a play on a traditional Japanese mazamen, but adding a Frito pie element to it. So we're really excited about it.
All right, so no pun intended, but you're making your own play on it. Can we start assembling it?
Yeah, absolutely. So so these are our homemade noodles. Made them just the other day and boiled them a little bit ago.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is put a little bit of lime on the noodles just to give it that extra flavor and loosen them up a little bit.
Okay.
And then this is our jalapeno roasted mayo.
Okay, so right on brand with the 956. We love spicy food.
Right, exactly. So this is going to be tossed in there quite a little bit. A little bit spicy, but not too bad.
Okay.
All right, so this is going to be our homemade chili. So we're going to make a big batch of chili for this, but this is kind of like where the Frito pie element comes in, right? So
okay.
kind of put that on there a little bit.
And how long did the chili take to incorporate?
A few hours, yeah.
Okay.
So we start like it's a pretty traditional chili that we're used to. We did use something called a miso tare.
Okay.
Which is how you would traditionally season a miso ramen. But we kind of incorporated it into this just to kind of give it that Japanese flair.
So it's the perfect blend between Japanese, your traditional flavors, but also very much with our flavors here in the Valley.
Right, correct.
Okay.
So this is going to be our poached egg. Hopefully I don't make a mess when I do this.
Okay, maybe one of the guys can try it as well to see how hard it really is.
So this is a slow poached egg.
Okay.
It broke on me a little bit, but that it's going to act like a sauce for the Frito pie when it's mixed together. So if you want to go ahead and add these on top, that's going to be our red onions.
Okay. And what do the red onions do to incorporate the dish together?
Yeah, it's going to add a nice like crunch and kind of cut through the
stronger
fattiness.
flavors.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. So cool. So we got some jalapenos here that we'll just kind of like put on top. So go ahead and let's go ahead and add cheese on that.
All of it?
So. Gotta add a good amount, yeah. Just Frito pie style. Like we like to eat the Frito pie in the bags and stuff. So that looks good. I'm gonna add some green onions.
It already looks so good.
All right. So green onions, and then you're gonna put one. That's a Naruto maki.
Okay.
That's how you know it's ramen. Put one of those on top.
Perfect.
Perfect. So that's gonna be our dish. So typically, maze in mazemen means to mix, and men means noodles. So. Before you eat it, we just ask that you kind of like mix it up. So take the chopsticks and just give it a really good mix. Just mix the whole thing.
All right, so putting our guys to work before the big match, right at 6 in the morning here. So they're gonna get pretty warmed up. Again, no pun intended, with a Frito pie.
Great warm-up.
But it smells so good, and hopefully everyone is able to enjoy this Saturday. You'll be able to watch both of these star players from the RGV Red Crowns, as well as try some Frito pie ramen that I don't think anyone else is offering. So if you definitely want to make sure that you come out and watch you guys. So when is your match taking place and at what time?
It'll be taking place on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at the historic Harlingen